You may be feeling the heat this summer, and it can be even hotter for your furry friends. Catherine McMillan with the Winnipeg Humane Society is here to speak all about how to help keep your dogs cool during the summer months. Catherine, thanks so much for joining me today.
You're welcome.
So we're getting right into the swing of summer with the heat coming in full force. What should people remember to be aware of with their pets in this heat?
So there are a couple of things to remember. If it's too hot for you, it's too hot for your pets. We have the luxury of going inside and knowing when it's too hot for us. But things we have to look out for our pets is things like the asphalt on the floor. The sidewalks can get very hot in the summertime. So when you're walking your pets, you want to first of all make sure that the flooring is not too hot for your pet. So put your hand down on the floor for a couple of seconds. And if it starts to burn, then it's going to burn for your pet's paws as well. So you want to make sure you keep the walks short. And if you can, walk early in the morning rather than in the evening. Many people walk the dogs after work, but then the asphalt, the sidewalks have had a whole day of heating up in the sunshine. And even though the temperature outside is cool, the floor can still be quite warm. So try walking in the morning out of the sunshine and keep in the shade if you can. If you do need to cool your pets down immediately, get them to a water source, put some cold water on their heads and the neck area to help cool the brain down and so on, and the paws. The other thing you can do to help prevent overheating in the first place, there are certain jackets you can get with little cooling pads inside. There are different types. There are some that you wet and you put on the dog. It keeps the dog wet. There are others that actually have little cooling packages that you put in the freezer and then put in, and then you put it on your dog. It helps keep them cool in hot temperatures. There's other activities you can do. I mean, it may not necessarily mean your pet has to go for a walk. You can do other enrichment activities inside the home. A little kiddie paddling pool would be great.
And that kind of leads into my next question is, if you're trying to avoid going outside because it's too hot, what other things can you kind of do to stimulate your dog?
Well, there's lots of enrichment activities you can do. There's snuffle mats, lots of foraging activities. Dogs love to work for their food, so you can hide treats in the house. You can even play games in the home with your dog. Play a game of hide and seek. That's a great game for kids and pups to play with in the home too. You can teach them some tricks. You can still go for walks, but maybe keep them short, so multiple short walks throughout the day instead of a long, drawn-out walk. And remember that water is very important as well for them.
One thing that's been talked about a lot more in recent years is not leaving your dog in hot cars. Can you talk about the dangers of that a little bit?
Absolutely, I can. Thank you, Cherry. If you want to give me kisses, thank you. So pets in cars, it's extremely dangerous. The temperatures can rise drastically, and they have no way of cooling themselves. The air is trapped in the car, and it can get very hot very quickly and can cause death for your dog. So absolutely you don't want to do that. If there's a concern with leaving your pets at home, we have a behavior department. You can contact us. We're more than happy to help you work through having your pet stay at home alone. There are certain pet-friendly areas you can go, but again, we recommend that you don't leave your pets in the vehicle. See if you can take the pets in the store. Otherwise, leave your pets at home.
Right. Is there anything else that seems less obvious that people should be aware of in terms of the heat?
Pets can actually suffer from sunburn like we can as well, so it's really important to keep them in the shade, especially the short-haired coats, short fur. They can get some sunburn on their ears and on their nose and so on. But many people think that because the weather's hot outside, they need to shave their dogs. Great coat maintenance is very important. Removing dead hairs allows for the thermoregulation for the pets. Pets with thick coats, it actually helps trap the cooler air in next to the skin as opposed to keeping the dogs hot. It really is important to keep that fur on the dog if you can.